What's around, everyone? Welcome to Exo Tarot Cards, Exo Tarot Angel. I'm your tarot reader, Free to Be. How y'all doing out there? All right, aka Blue Sky, aka I feel so pregnant. You get all of that, right? So this is your Scorpio reading. Happy Scorpio season to everybody. Happy fall for everybody who's over here around my neck of the woods. I'm in the United States on this side of the world. And happy spring to those who are on the opposite side of the world. Hey, all right. So I don't know how it is all over the world, but this Scorpio season, as far as the weather and the natural ambiance, is very beautiful, very tasteful, very pleasant, very taking its time, you know? It's like you can enjoy it. Like, this is a great harvest season to enjoy the harvest. Like, it's not going fast. It's like, okay, appreciate what you have repped so far, right? So, with the Scorpio season here, we got visitors in Scorpio, okay? And this reading is going to be about what's the secret, all right? Scorpios is good for secrets. You'll never know with a Scorpio, right? Keeps everybody on edge. So, we're going to tap in and we're going to have our guests help us figure out what's that secret, okay? Or at least pull that secret up to the front. So we're going to get help with the stellium in Scorpio. And we're going to welcome Venus into this reading, because Venus is going to let us know what's right. It's right when it comes to our love and our values and our appreciation. It's going to check us to see if we're on the right path for that. We got, of course, Scorpio is there. Scorpio is there to shine the light on what's deep. And Scorpio shining a light on what's deep does not mean that the world has to know what you're shining the light on. This is a private shining the light on. This is like you in your house and nobody's in your house but you, and you've got all the lights out in the house and you just shining one light on you, okay, to look at yourself. So let's turn the light on you, not externally. However, if an external reference comes out in the cards about what's the secret, then you know what that applies to your life. And then my homeboy, I'm sorry, some of y'all might hate my homeboy, but Mercury is up in the house, and Mercury is going to be telling me about, okay, how do you need to express, or communicate to yourself first about these secrets. You know what I mean? Is that something that you're going to have to analyze yourself? Most likely, yes, first. You're going to have to analyze it, because Mercury is a sign about using the brain, not so much of the emotion, using your intellect to figure out the secret, or to solve the secret, should I say, right? Because Gemini is all about solving, getting to the bottom of it all, and then keeping what's light, and whatever's too heavy, getting rid of that, okay? But depending on, certain Mercury placements, some Mercury placements could be lighter than others. Some people, Mercury placements might be in Scorpio. And oh boy, if you are, comment below, because depending on the other alignments, oh boy, if you got a Mercury in Scorpio, I mean, your conversation has to be heavy. It's got to be heavy. Like, you're going to have to need a minute or two to process with a Mercury in Scorpio, especially if you're not, tapped into, the spiritual realm, or know a little bit about, or know something about something when it comes to spirituality and religion. Just depends on what Scorpio you're talking to, but it's about to get deep. And then we got, sometimes we like this energy, sometimes we know, but it's the South Node. But the South Node is there just to remind us about our past, that you do know You just got to be reminded. That's all. That's all. Because if you're here, you done been here before. If you're here listening to me in a human body, you done been here before. Okay, so now it's like the north node, the south node is like stopping at a pit stop, or actually she's, not she, I'm not going to put a gender on it, but the energy is hanging out, you know, resting itself, going back in time, you know, at a nice 5-star hotel. Nobody's there, but, you know, that energy. And we're going to be looking at some past. So maybe about what's the secret has to do with something, and maybe it's rooted in the past, whether it's a past that you can remember in this lifetime, a past that you can't remember in this lifetime, or a past that you can or cannot remember in your past lives. So it just depends on where you go, because I'm speaking to the world here, and anybody who is on them spaceships going to Mars. Okay, if you got Wi-Fi, you can hear me. Now, the secret, what's the secret? We're gonna be using the moon energy as well, and the moon energy is going to bring in about the conflict of it all, the emotional conflict. Is this what the secret is, or what is about to come out? Is this going to help me, how I handle it, be more structured or more stable? Is it going to make me feel more better, more comfortable in a long-term, short-term, and long-term effect? Is it going to calm my nerves, you know, have some peace with it? Is it something that it's useful, or is it something that I could be like, I don't need that? You know what I mean? It's not useful to me, so what's the point? So it's gonna be a tug of war with that emotion, okay? And then think about, with the secret, think about, you know, where is it going to lead you into the future? Because we already talked about how the South Node is going to be here to be like, okay, let's take a look at what done happened. Hold up. We can't go any further until we go back. Okay? And then the North is like, okay, well, since I'm chilling here, let me reconstruct my future plans. Maybe I need to change up this, that, and the other in order for the future of myself to be in a better position than what it is yesterday, last week, earlier this year, whatever. And then we also going to get help, you know, from Uranus. And Uranus is going to, because they're all here to help us. They're all lining up to send messages. So this is what I'm calling all these energies in here for what's the secret. Because anything is a secret, you got to go deep. Some people, you got to even go deeper. Some people say what they carry into their grave. You know what I mean? So you got to wait maybe till next lifetime, bump into that person again just to figure out what happened last lifetime. That's how stuff be happening, you know? So it can get that deep. So this is why, you know, hey, you know, if they can help out, let's go. I'm going to use them to help out. So, and okay, so doing all of these secrets, all this stuff, all this information coming out, how are you going to still carry on to be you? How are you not going to compromise yourself in order to get through these energies? Basically, how are you going to still maybe be rebellious in a sense, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Maybe be rebellious in a sense, but in a way it's beneficial, because not all things are aligned together. So sometimes you got to cause a little rebellious, a little disruption, a little separation, a little, you know, I need time apart, a little bit of me time, you know, in order to get the answers that I need, you know, in order to be who I am completely. Whatever you have to tell yourself. And Uranus is not an emotional thing. It's very intellectual. So it's a lot of intellectual pieces in this message, but with that heavy Scorpio deep. And then we got that whole moon that's going to be like, she's not really emotional, but with Taurus in there. But since the moon is exalted in Taurus, you know, she got a whole lot to say, okay, about, does this make sense? You know what I'm saying? And she's not even emotional about it. It's like, this don't even make any kind of sense. Let's get real, people. Let's get real. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna try to make it quick, sweet, and to the point. You know, get your quickie on and move on with your life. All right, have a wonderful day and night during this Scorpio Stellium Scorpio season. with the whole total eclipse. This is when I'm getting this reading, and at this point, we're right in smack in the middle of Scorpio, so this is going to be a good one. What's around Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Ascendants? This is your tarot card reading for your season. Happy Scorpio season. Happy flight day. Happy solar return to you. Happy birthday, born day, all that wonderful stuff. Sunday, it doesn't matter. It's all you. And you got a lot of people. You got a stellium just hanging out in your sign, chilling. So here's the secret, because this whole reading is about what's the secret. All right. So here's the thing. You ain't either. I'm gonna take it all over. You're not feeling nobody right now. Right now, it's like the secret is you really ain't feeling nobody. Okay, they might not know that, but you know, you prefer to spend your time by yourself. I know people probably throwing parties, and you're probably like, okay, this is cool, but you know, I really don't really care to see any of y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. That's okay. It is your season. So you're going to be hit with individual ideas, goals, feelings, and stuff like that, that nobody can understand that but you. So, and you can't explain it to people because you're a Scorpio. I mean, that's going to take a minute for some people to even get where you, if you really want to get deep with them. So you have to kind of stay surface. But right now, you want to go deep. You really want to go under that sand, deep as far as you can go. You really want to go deep under the water and stuff. But right now, your social skills, and you know, we're in a social environment, most of us, where you know, you have to get out and participate. And somebody throws you a party, you can't just say no, I'm not coming, because you know that's not, you know, being that's not social etiquette, like, and da 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 da, right? And that's the battle that's going on right now, because you're like, this is not, I get it, but right now it's not practical to me right now. Like, this is not gonna bring me any kind of safety right now. It's not gonna bring me no kind of security right now, and that's what I want right now. The other situation is, it could be just to be too many people to the party, okay? And I mean a relationship party, okay? It could be a cheating situation going on, okay? Too many people in a relationship that you might not even know that's in the relationship, but they're in it. Like, you might not know it. You thought it was 2, but it's 3. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. I'm talking about secrets here, so don't be getting drunk either, because I'm telling you some secrets. You're like, girl, you right. I thought so too, but let me go pop me a bottle, because this also has to deal with drinking issues. Some of y'all got secrets of drinking too goddamn much, okay? Like, it's not even like socially drinking. It's like you drinking for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. You drinking in a car. Oh shoot, don't get a DUI, okay? But you can't put the liquor down. That's a secret for some of y'all. Some of y'all people don't even know how much. They might know you like your wine, but they don't know how much you like your wine. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that you be doing the wine in the closet. It's just wine everywhere, in the bathroom stalls. You know, you got wine tucked in under the shirts and you know, whatever. You get what I'm saying? So that's a secret for some people. Or if you're not the alcoholic, there might be somebody holding that secret up against you as well. So, and if it's not alcohol, it might be some type of drug, some type of partying too much, some type of overdoing it where you know it's overdoing it. And like I said, if it's not you, it is somebody else. They might be like, yeah, I'm fine. How you was your night? Yeah, I'm good. But you know they're not good. They're doing too much. They're doing too much. And as we go through these months, you know, we seeing deaths, right? And it's just like, okay, some people was like, yeah, well, we know it because it's Scorpio season, we're kind of used to it. But it's like, are you living a lifestyle that's sustainable? Or if somebody close to you, are they living a lifestyle where they can last past 40 now? You know, people are not even living past 40 now, okay? If you get to 50 and you ain't even got to be in the hood, because you hear a lot of people say, oh, I didn't think I was going to make it past 20 or 25 or 30. I thought I'd be dead by then or something. Like, you hear a lot of people say that. And that's just not in the hood anymore. That's just not in war zone areas all over the world. No, or a dangerous job, because there are some dangerous jobs out there where you can risk your life at a young age. We're not talking about that. You know, so we just talk about everyday people going through their everyday life, but they having some kind of breakdown, you know, that could destroy them, you know, in the future, and the near future at that. Also, when it comes to, you know, your relationship, it's like, are you that third party situation? Yeah, definitely take a look at that, because you might be you know, ignoring that too much. You might be really, really, really ignoring that part right there, where it's like, it's just three's a crowd, but you don't even know it. All right, Scorpio, have a wonderful day and night. And that is your secret for, which you probably already knew anyway, but when it comes to other people, you probably did not know that. So if you do have, if none of these don't apply, but you have a feeling that somebody close to you in your life is having these issues, then there you go. Have a wonderful day and night, and enjoy your Scorpio season. What's around, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Jupiters? This is your reading for Scorpio season, and this reading is about what is the secret. All right, so you got the World card here, and it is Scorpio season. Scorpio is represented in this card as well as one of your brother fire signs, and there's a situation going on where the sun is opposite the moon in Taurus, and Taurus is represented in this card, and you got Leo represented in this card as well. I told you that already. That's your brother, but you also have Aquarius, and Aquarius is right now opposite the Scorpio sun. So this card is just explaining all the energies that I said in the intro, and you got them, Sag. You got them. Okay, so you're gonna learn today, Sag. You're gonna learn today what the secret is. All right. Somebody holding on to some past love and you can't get over it. Simple as that. Okay, so either you can't get over this relationship and you all emotionally attached, and I thought, and we were supposed to, and we shoulda and coulda and all that other kind of stuff, and you know by now you should be over it, but you're not. Okay, or there's somebody else that ain't over it. It ain't over it. It ain't over. They not over you. You might say it's over, but in their mind they like it ain't over. They still emotionally attached to you. Or it can be something that you're trying to work on. You know, maybe you're like overstressed over the past 3 years and you gained all this weight and blah, 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 blah. And you tried everything, it is not working, and you gave up. So your secret is like you giving up. You literally giving up on yourself, or somebody is giving up on you. Okay? It's simple as that. And as far as the whole relationship situation, you ain't done with somebody, and somebody figures they're not done with you, even though that you're not together, or it could be a friendship or anything like that. They're like in some kind of delusion, or you're in that delusion alone. Another thing that's a secret is you don't have trust in yourself. You might, because you're a Sag, you know, so you can put, I'm your opposite sign, so it could be a huge front happening, but behind closed doors, it ain't all good. You're not as complete as it looks like you are, as you're pretending to show, and that's okay, because you don't want everybody, you know, pitying on you and stuff like that, but you ain't got it all together. Either that, or somebody is bamboozling you and making you feel like they got it all together, but they don't. You know what I mean? I saw something where somebody got married to somebody, but they didn't even know that they lived in their mama's house. You know, they didn't even know, like, details that you think somebody should know before they get married. And I'm not just speaking bad on this person, because some of us who've been in relationships, and because some people might be young, that's why watching this, and they haven't experienced the whole totality, not whole totality, but a lot of life, you know. But for the older people who's watching, you might have been in several relationships and this, that, and the other. And it's like it's over, and then somebody's still being attached, or you're trying to get rid of something and somebody's still being attached, or you still being attached, whichever one is easier. And then you also have this whole facade, you know, going on here, and like it's gonna like the bamboozleness is gonna work. This is Scorpio season. That shit ain't gonna work, you know. But you're a Sag. You could make it work, but you're not gonna feel complete with yourself, you know. So you like faking the funk for yourself, or somebody's faking you out. You know what I mean? Like you don't even know all about that person, you know, but you quick to hurry to get engaged. You already got kids' names out, where you gonna live, all this other kind of stuff, but you don't even know that person, and that person ain't got it all together. I'm just trying to tell you, it's either you or them. Have a wonderful day and night, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Jupiter during Scorpio season, with all the secrets. That's around Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Saturn. This is your tarot card reading for Scorpio season, and it's all about what's the secret, okay? You got the Two of Wands here, so the secret is you scared. You know, everybody know Capricorn. You don't think a Capricorn could be scared. Capricorn is over here scared, okay? Either that or somebody that's close to you is scared, okay? Like terrified, like anxiety scared. Scared of what? What's ahead? Simple as that. You ain't got it all together. Cap, you ain't got it all together. You may act like it, like Sagittarius is acting like it over there at the last reason, but you ain't got it all together. That's the secret, y'all. You ain't got it all together. Either that or somebody around you that you think got it together, and you putting all your eggs in the basket with this person ain't got it all. You better get some of them eggs out, because they don't have it all together. Next thing you know, you done put your eggs all in the basket, and you done trusted this person with all your eggs, and now they done cracked them. All of them, not one survived. Ain't that something? And they ain't got no money to go buy you a new one, or go get you a new chicken or whatever to help out produce some more eggs to make up for the time it takes to create the eggs, so you can get your eggs back in an efficient amount of time. They ain't even got that to back up what they done did. So, nope. You ain't got it together, or they ain't got it together. Or better yet, you both ain't got it together, because I'm seeing the number 2 here. So it might be two peas in a pie. Y'all might be sitting up there blaming each other. It could be partnership in any kind of manner. It don't have to be love relationship. It could be any kind of social interaction. One of y'all ain't got it together. It's simple as that. So you can talk the talk all you want, but you don't really got there is no plan. It's just like, you know, when somebody talk and it's just words and it just fall on the wayside, that's what it's like. It's just words, y'all. That's all it is. Either you just spitting a whole bunch of yang, 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 itchy, itchy, yah, 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 or the other person is doing the same thing or doing it to you. Have a wonderful day, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Saturn. I know that hurt, Saturn. I mean, well, y'all are Saturn. I know it hurt, Capricorn, but you ain't got it together, and you know y'all like to get together, so don't be mad at me. I'm just saying what the cards is. Bye. What's around Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Uranus is. This is your reading for Scorpio season. And this reading is about, what is the secret? What is the secret, Aquarius? The secret is, Aquarius, you stuck. You stuck. Stuck. You know, I don't know what's all these. This is the third one in a row. Everybody's stuck here. Scorpio. Y'all just like, you know, you stuck. You literally, you're stagnant, and you're at a stagnation point where it's starting to be more harmful than helpful. You know, it's okay to be stagnant because we got a lot of retrogrades, you know, and we're still in that retrograde, even though some have lifted up, like Mercury. Thank goodness Mercury is gone, right? Because that really would affect you being opposite of you. And that would have really kept you stuck a little longer. So thank goodness for that. But you still need to move. But you're not moving. You're stuck. You're stuck in whatever decisions, things that you got to do that you know that you got to do. It's like no way of getting around it. You're procrastinating. Procrastination is a very good air sign trait, I'm telling you. So not only are you air sign, and that's a double whammy, you know, but it's like you're procrastinating. Either that or somebody's not about that life. Somebody might be talking that good talk. You got you thinking that they in the same passions as you. They like the same, they want the same thing as you, but in actuality they don't. And you're not going to see that until time. But this card is saying, you know, they don't. So if you know that you're not the procrastinator, you're not, you know, full of all air and no action, then it's somebody close to you that you thought was like that with you. You thought that can move with you and curve and this and that and that, but woo, and got the routine and got the plan, and you just nope. It could be all talk. Like, yeah, me too, yup, true. That's how I be, right? Nope. That's not it at all. Okay, so it stop racking your mind. Stop even like contemplating, okay, should I? Because it's only going to make you more frustrated. And when you have the stagnation, and especially being in Uranus, an air sign, you will start to get sick. This is going to start to affect you, you know, and you're going to start looking it too. You are. People are going to be like, you all right? You're going to be like, how come you asked that question? Now you know, okay? It's gonna start eating you up. It really is. So you're going to have to take a look at that. There's a lot of retrogrades, like I said, and you can get through this. And you're in Taurus, you know. So it's already uncomfortable enough being in Taurus with that stagnated. And it was not stagnated, but it's not as flow. It's an earth sign. Earth does not flow. It's air. You know, it's a slow flow, a slow movement type of thing. Air is fast, and you've been there for a minute. So you like, and the moon is like there too. So you're like, you know, it's like, and you know these things. Like, I'm not telling you nothing because all these signs lined up and opposite to you is just pushing you, but you just refuse. And that's you. You know, maybe sometimes people need a little bit more time, especially with all these retrogrades. It's hard because everything is like, halt. Stop and look at this. Stop and look. Remember this. Remember that. Remember. It's like, okay, I'm done remembering. I just want to go now. And with all the energies, it's like, no, you got some still more past stuff to work on, some shadow work, some this, some that, some the other, so you can't move. And it's getting you frustrated. Either that or, like I said, somebody else is getting you frustrated because of their stagnation. Or they put on a front as if they're not, but they really are. Have a wonderful day and night, Aquarius, Sun, Ascendants, and Uranus for the Scorpios around Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. This is your tarot card reading for Scorpio season. Happy Scorpio season. And this is, what is the secret? So you got the Hangman. So here we go again. Okay, so it's like all the signs got almost similar things. You stuck? Okay, stuck. And this makes sense because there's a lot more retrogrades still out there. It's not just the Mercury retrograde. Even though that has lifted up, there's still like 6 retrogrades left. So, you know, so everybody pretty much, so I'm not surprised that, you know, everybody has this hold up way type of energy to their what's the secret. So either you are stuck or somebody close to you is stuck or blocked, or you can't move, you can't move forward. And that's also in alignment with the season. But from my perspective, you still should be pushing through and flowing because everything is not frozen yet. There is still motion going on, you know. There's still fishes swimming around. There's still leaves blowing all around. There's still the wind going, you know, everywhere. And, you know, so it's very light and breezy, even though the energy is heavy, you know, everything else around. So you still have to force, you know, some movement. You're still going to have to make that decision. So somebody has not made a decision yet and needs to make a decision. And somebody has not come to the decision yet. I know things take time. You know, COVID has stalled a lot of relationships because a lot of things been virtual and people had a hard time traveling and seeing each other, getting their money up to see each other and this, that, and the other, due to long distance relationships, all these other kind of stuff. And a lot of long distance relationships are happening now because of what happened with COVID and everybody being locked in forever and, you know, needing some love, some attention from, you know, a love interest and everything. But at this point, things are on hold because somebody's not making a decision. It's not like they're confused. It's a lot of confusion. They might be procrastinating by putting their time into other things, or you might be procrastinating. And you know how you have to like clean your house, but instead you like, let me go to the park. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you gotta clean your house. Why you going to the park? And you got company coming over in like 2 hours, but you decide you want to go to the park. Like, you just avoiding, or someone is avoiding the situation. They're deflecting too. You know, it could be a lot of delusional deflections, and you're the sign of delusions. I'm sorry. You are, you know this already. So it might be you that I'm talking to, okay? It might be heavily be you. And I know a lot of people are like, yo, that's the Hangman, that's a Pisces card all day. You know, misunderstood all day. Yeah, so it's time to break through. Like I said, things do take time to figure out, you know, especially if you're making big commitments and big leaps and jumps and stuff like that. But time is not going to wait for nobody. So go ahead and leap type thing, you know, like just move. I don't care if you move a little bit, just don't stand there. Somebody got to make a decision. Something got to have to happen. Like, come on now. Have a wonderful day and night, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Neptune during this Scorpio Stellium season, retrograde season, all kind of stuff. Have a good one. What's around Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Mars? This is your tarot card reading for Scorpio season. So check this out. This is about what is the secret, okay? So you got the Strength card, okay? So the secret is that you're lacking. And I just did a reading, the moon reading. Wait, yes. I just did the moon reading, and you were lacking. That was the thing. I guess you didn't see that. You didn't see it. You should have saw it, because in this reading probably would have been something different. So you're still in the lacking energy, okay? And this card is specifically saying in self-confidence. You're lacking. So you know how sometimes you have these goals and plans, and you don't meet up to these goals and plans and its expectations within a certain amount of time that you want to, and that like depletes your confidence. Like, it just keeps going down and down and down. So Aries, yeah, it just went down, you know, and that's not you. That's definitely, and you know it's not you. And like I was telling all the other planets, you know, a lot of other planets, the other signs, a lot of planets are still in retrograde. And you got your sign Mars is in Gemini. So I know you feeling some kind of way about, you know, your self-confidence, your self-esteem levels. Can you do this? Can you pull this out? Do you have the resilience to get it done? All these doubts, you know, that are going on in your head. Either that, or somebody that you are relying on are not confident on if they can do that job or do that project, or carry out the relationship the way you want it, or however the situation might be. And it's like, it's making you feel kind of, maybe you're sleeping more or resting more, but your strength has been depleted. Like, your internal strength is just like, ugh, you know? Or like I said, it could be somebody else who's just not into it, you know? And they might not want to tell you, just like, yeah, I'm just not into this thing right now, you know, blah, 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 blah. This is not a good fit. But right now they're just acting like they got the strength and the courage to go along with the plan or whatever direction that you're going in. But long term is that they really don't, you know. And eventually what's going to happen is you're going to start lashing out. You're going to start getting mean, especially with you being in Gemini. Hell, child. All them curse words is going to come out like a poem. It's going to be sweet. To other people, we might be like, ooh, that's so poetic how that anger came out. But but I'm just saying, like, it's just an invitation to blow up by you staying in this this kind of this rut, or somebody else is in this rut, and it's just going to end up not working out well at all in the long run. So definitely, you know, take a look at that. Also, whatever it is that you're in, it's like deeply felt. Like, it's like, you know, some parts is obvious too, like literally it's right in front of your face, but you just have to acknowledge it and be aware of what the situation is. But it's a challenge, because with all these retrogrades and things, and it's like Scorpio season, so things are starting to slow down and whatnot, but still, and yet there's still flow going on in the air. It's heavy energy, but you still have to move amongst the flow. Okay, so have a wonderful day and night, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Mars during the Scorpio season. What's around Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? This is your reading for Scorpio season about what's the secret. So you got the Ace of Pentacles. So the secret is there is some stagnation when it comes to finances. So you might not have it all together. And the secret is, it's like you going in there thinking that you have it and acting like you have it, but you don't. And that's the thing, you don't. Or somebody that's close to you might be acting like they got it all like that. Financially, stability, security, all that safety. Yeah. And you looking like, wow, ooh, that's nice. Oh my God, wow. But it's a front. Okay, then you fronting about it or they fronting about it, but somebody ain't got it like that, okay? So, that Balenciaga shirt that everybody wearing around, it might be fake, okay? Right, exactly. So, it's written, no, not saying that material things is everything, but, I'm just giving you an example. So that could be, a surprise. I mean, a secret. Another secret is that you lost an opportunity, like you lost, and you missed out on that opportunity, or somebody missed out on an opportunity and they just let it go. Either they let it go, or in the long run, or they let it go, or they sabotaged it. Whichever one, the opportunity was definitely missed. But let me just go on the other side of it, is that opportunity could not be for you or for that person, and that's why. But maybe that person's not telling you that this didn't go well, or they're having a hard time explaining how it didn't go so well because of how you might react, or vice versa. But sometimes all opportunities are not good opportunities, right? So don't beat yourself up on that too much, because you can't, because you got Uranus in your sign. So you got to keep it light, and the moon is there too. So I'm not trying to stress you out, but that's why I had to say that. Also, I told somebody else this, don't put your eggs all in one basket. Financially, don't run before you start crawling. Don't do that at this point. And some of y'all might have already done it, and it bit you in the ass. Hence the opportunity that went wrong I was just talking to you about. But for those who are about to hold up, wait, and it's okay to hold up, because there's still a lot of retrogrades in the air, and you want to make sure, and you are about that, if it makes sense. This is going to make you make your life more harmful, or is this opportunity going to make it more helpful for you? But even though you can see it being helpful, if you just throw all your eggs in one basket, all of them might crack. So be mindful of that. And if you're around somebody who's into finances or gambling or trading or any of those things, right now a lot of people doing basketball bets and all kinds of stuff. So just make sure that you have that person, check that person, and give them a sound check about a Taurus speech. You know what I'm saying? About what makes sense in sense, and what makes sense mentally. All right, have a wonderful day and night, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants during this Scorpio season. What's around Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Mercury? This is your tarot card reading for Scorpio season, and it's all about what's the secret. Well, you got the Hermit card. So the secret is you are in isolation, okay? You want to be isolated. We don't want to be around nobody. And to people, for a Gemini, that's like, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't call back? Why you ain't text right back? How come you ain't posted a couple days? How come you this? How come you that? No, you for real taking this hermit thing way too far. That's the secret. Some of y'all ain't nobody see y'all in a minute. Like, you are severely isolating yourself. And some of y'all need to isolate yourself a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like some of y'all, the secret is y'all going way too far into this isolation. Come out, okay? That's the secret people don't know. It's just way too much. Or you can have somebody that's around you that's isolating themselves way too much. Like, it's been too long. Like, how much spirituality do you need to get to how much time alone do you need to be spiritual? Does it take that long? I mean, is this years before before you come out? Is it like a monk life? You know, what is it? You know? Or what is happening is some Geminis, you just not taking enough time. You running away from spirituality. Like, you rather not. Okay, you rather go ice skating, you rather jump off of a bridge, you rather set yourself on fire, walk across some hot lava rocks for a challenge, you rather watch TikTok for 5 hours, Facebook, whatever your social media preference is, you rather do everything, go to the grocery store, shave off your bunions, whatever it is, you rather do that than do internal work. Or somebody around you, it's just, they're not trying to become spiritual. They might talk the talk, but you don't see them walking the walk. You know, it's just like on a shallow, so you don't see them when you with them doing anything spiritual. You don't see them when they're posting and doing like, but they have all these things to talk about spirituality and this, that, and the other. You might be around one of those type of people, whatever. So definitely, are you cutting yourself off from others too long? Okay, it's a secret. People don't know that. You choose to do that. You might come up with a whole bunch of what do you call it? Excuses of why you can't show up here, why you can't show up there, why you're going to do something. But isolation, too much isolation can lead to depression, you know. And if you wanted to be isolated, then you should have never came here on Earth to be a human. Because this is what this is all about. It's about, you know, coming together and being neighbors under one sun and living in peace and harmony. What everybody talks about, what a neighborly way is supposed to be. You know, you hardly ever you see it, but you know, some people can have stories about their neighbors that just shouldn't even be in this time and age, right? With everybody spiritual and religious talking about how everybody should be neighborly and love that, all this other kind of stuff. But you know how that is. We got a long way to go. You can't run and you can't hide from it, Gemini. You know, and you're in Gemini, so you're definitely needed in society because of the messages that you have to share to the world, you know. And staying there is only going to keep you in a deep depression if you're not already in a deep depression, because this is Scorpio season. So I'm trying to, like, you know, pull you out before you drown. I mean, you're an air sign. You're not supposed to be that deep in that type of water. You're supposed to be flying. You're supposed to be in a lighter type of water, which is the air. You're supposed to be cloud-like. You know, you're still supposed to be moving around. You know, you're not, it's not completely winter where things are stagnant. Yes, we do have retrogrades that's slowing people up. Don't let that depress you. It's just the heavy energies around you. But your mission is to still go through. Air can still go through walls. It can still go through glass. It can still go through cement. So if air can go through all those type of resistance and heaviness and weight, so can you. Have a wonderful day and night, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Mercury during the Scorpio season. What's around Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and I just said moon, yeah. Okay, this is your tarot card reading for Scorpio season, and it's all about what is the secret, okay? And you got 0, the Fool card. So basically, the secret is somebody's not ready to say or express something new. They're going to keep it inside. You're keeping it inside. It's not for people to know whether it's happening to you or you're doing it to other people. So you might feel that a person could be feeling some type of way about you, or this, that, and the other, but you're not quite sure yet. It's because that person is not ready to reveal that yet, or vice versa, okay? It could be a job, you know, where they know they want to hire you, but you sit and bite your nails wondering if they hire you, but they already made the decision. It's just that they haven't, you know, maybe gotten to the time to call you. Maybe they make phone calls on Wednesday. Maybe the person who does the hiring is out on vacation for a week. You know what I'm saying? So that type of thing is going on. Also, a secret is that, you know, fear is keeping you at a standstill, or fear is keeping someone else at a standstill, you know, where they know they got to move on or move to make a difference, to make a change, to say something, to do something, but he just like, nah, not doing it, you know. And it could be a whole bunch of fear backed up, and that's it's a retrograde. Lots of retrogrades going on right now. Mercury is free, so people want to express it, but Mercury is in Scorpio, so it can get a little deep, dark, and some people don't know how to talk about deep things, you know? Not all alignments are compatible to be able to express deep things and express it in a way that you get it and there's no confusion, you know, all that other kind of stuff. You're not looked at a certain way, you're not stereotyped, all that. So in this society, it's not really, people talk more shallow in this society than deep. So sometimes it can be hard. So just give people time, or give yourself time to put it together in order to, you know, express that. Mercury will be out of Scorpio soon, because Mercury is very fast. And it's going to be heading on into Sagittarius. So you can see how you feel. You know, then you can look up on a planetary chart about when Mercury is going to be in Sag. Or, you know, with all the other different alignments going on, it might relieve you by the changes in other planets to have your words and how and whatnot to say and how you're going to express this, that, and the other. Or the person has the courage and the know-how to express what they need to express without having this you know, this whole I'm scared of fear of what might happen, you know. So also it's like a secret about your situation is somebody's being reckless as hell. I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's somebody that you care about, but somebody is just being too reckless. I don't know if they're crashing cars, if they're overdoing a drug or alcohol, or not showing up to work, or, you know, just stuff that you just like really, you know, maybe doing a lot of lying and all kind of just, you know, just stuff that's like foolishness, pettiness, like for what, you know. But a lot of risky behavior, either that or you know, just being this just all over the place, but it's causing more harm to you than help. You might think, oh, you know, I'm just having fun, I'm just this, I'm just that, but it's actually putting you down in the long run or the short-term run. Just depends, because, you know, you can make a decision one moment and the next moment that's it, you know. So definitely take a look at that. And then another thing is, some of y'all might just be real boring at this point. It's just like you're dull, you're dry, you know, or the other person is dull and dry. Like there's no spunk, there's no into it. You know, people can see that. You know, if it's you, people don't even want to be around too long. They might just be like, well, you know, this person, yeah, no, not tonight. Too dry, no. Or you might be doing that to other people, where you might be turning down a lot of opportunities and places to go and whatnot because, you know, you just don't feel like it for whatever reason. You know, maybe you're just too worried too much. Maybe you should take that opportunity and just go, so you can just stop worrying for at least 2 hours. All right, have a wonderful day and night during this Scorpio season. What's around Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? This is your tarot card reading for Scorpio season. Happy Scorpio season. And this reading is about what's the secret? You. you the secret. Leo, you the secret. That's what the secret is. The secret is you. Okay, you either holding secrets or somebody else is holding secrets. But there's secrets all around you, Leo, okay? Because this is all about secrets. And here you got the secret card. Okay? But you also, a secret is that you may be mentally sabotaging yourself. Like you're like, I mean, it's a lot of retrogrades going on. So a lot of people are walking around like not making decisions and just being stagnant and staying still and being introverted and not wanting to be around people because there's a lot going on within them. So it's going all the way around. So it's just not you. You can look at the other signs too and see that there is a underlying theme to everybody's reading so far. Okay, so basically, you're self-sabotaging yourself, or somebody else is doing some self-sabotaging to themselves, and therefore, like, you might not be able to understand why this person is not doing this, why they're not making moves on that, why they're not taking this opportunity, why they're not this. It's because what is going on? One second. So whichever the energy is, whether you having this energy or someone else is having this energy, this is what's around you. Lots of secrets, secrets that you're holding in or secrets that other people are holding in. But it's causing tension, whether it's you holding the secrets or another person holding the secrets. It's causing tension, and with that tension, it might cause a lot of lashing. So you know, sometimes you never know why people lash out, but they just lash out for the littlest things. Most likely, there's some type of pent-up information that you don't know about, and maybe they don't have the words or the know-how to express it, but it is there. And right now, a lot of people are holding back because there is a lot of retrogrades and heavy energy. But like I told all the other times, you still have to move. You can't. It's not a stagnant time right now. So you still have to make decisions to go about life, in a way that you're able to, tolerate it. You don't want, too many regrets, because you could start to have like this stealing complex, or what do they call it? Like a criminal mind complex, or guilty complex, kind of like when you do something wrong but you feel guilty when you do it. Like you might steal something and you feel guilty afterwards, or you might just do something that you're not supposed to do, and you have this guilt cloud over your head type stuff. So that might be going on with you now, and if it continues, that's only gonna, and you're the sun, so it's not much you can really hide. You see, he's stealing in broad daylight. This is not like at night. This is like, I'm taking things, I'm sneaking around, I'm holding secrets in a broad daylight. What? Have a wonderful day and night, Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants during the Scorpio season. What's around Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? This is your tarot card reading for Scorpio season. Happy Scorpio season. And this tarot card reading is about what is the secret. All right, so you got the 10 of Cups here. So the 10 of Cups is like everything you see here reversed. That's what the secret is. So you're not happy. You're not happy in your house. You're not happy with your relationship. That's the secret. Everybody else might not know that because you a Virgo. Okay? And what I know about Virgo is my sister sign. Okay? I don't have a sister that's a Virgo, but I'm saying we both share mercurial ways, the same planet. So the Virgo might be looking real cute, might be having it all together at work. Her hair, her nails, her body is tight. His body is tight. The job is right for him. The money is coming in. The car is good. The house is nice. The kids are perfect. Whatever the situation is, it's like, wow, that you got it going on, Virgo, right? But then behind closed doors, no, it's all falling apart. That's the secret. And if you're not in a relationship, but you're looking into getting one, or you're involved with somebody and you're trying to contemplate about it, and you know that this does not apply to you, then it's the other person that you're dealing with, where the grass is not greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be some fake grass. It might be some grass like, what is that movie with Jim Carrey? The Truman Show, right? Or no, better yet, no, not the Truman. Well, the Disney Dr. Seuss with the tree, and it only had like one seed in the whole Wooville. Well, y'all know. If you know, put it in the comments what it is, what the name of that movie is. But where everything was fake and it was fighting for this one seed, real seed, to plant finally one real tree, and maybe what that tree could plant more trees, and they can get back to actual nature instead of like fake grass and fake trees and fake this. And it's perfect because everybody seems to be happy at the beginning of the movie, but at the same time everybody's singing and you act like it's the best time in the world. People are sick. People are growing like 15 eyes. I'm talking about. So that's what's going on. So you're not happy at all with your relationship, whoever you're involved with right now. And this could be a family member, or somebody you're living with, a friendship, a lover, a husband, whatever the situation is. Or they're not happy at all. And they just haven't found the words to say it. A lot of people are being stagnant right now because there's heavy energy in retrogrades where it's stopping people from moving forward, because it's like, think before you move, or reanalyze the situation in order to move on. Like, don't react so fast. Chill out for a minute, and then, and then react to it. And that we have Mercury in Scorpio, so a lot of people are not able to handle communications like that. Like, I'm not feeling this relationship, especially if you've been in it for a long time, or you have a special relationship, that you thought, or people saw you as this perfect couple, or saw you as this perfect family, or saw you as this perfect partnership, business-wise, or whatever, singing group, anything dealing with groups of people that have to be together. And it's just like, no, there's no kind of alignment. There's a lot of struggle issues going on there. Everybody's on different terms, seeing different kind of words on the same page. They saying tomato, you say tomato, and potato and potato, but it's worse than that. It's like the sky is blue. No, the sky is like red, and it's like, oh gosh, if you say like bluish green or teal, or baby blue, I mean, those are things you can work with. But somebody just going and like, no, it's red, and it's like, we can't even align to that. Like, imagine what other things y'all not aligned to. Unless somebody has like an explanation, and you're like, oh, okay, I get why they say that. Okay, that makes sense. But if that's not the case, then don't even hurt your brain for it. It's just, now that's a struggle relationship right there. Have a wonderful day and night during this during this Scorpio season. What's around Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Venuses. This is your reading for Scorpio season, and it's all about what is your secrets. Not your secret, but what's the secret? Because it could be somebody around you, right? Ace of Swords is the secret, all right? So you're not thinking straight. Okay, that's the secret. You are not thinking right at all. Okay, you are very cloudy. You can't even make good decisions. Your judgment is off. The balance is out of whack. And people can see this. If you open up your mouth or be present anywhere, they can see this unbalance. Like, yo, you good? You don't look good. You don't sound good. You're not acting good. Okay, so you can have a lot of buildup. Inside you're just a mental machine that just doesn't stop, and it's like giving you a source of like manipulation energy. Like, okay, you're thinking too hard, too much, where it's just becoming dangerous to your health. You're overthinking. You're stressing yourself out too much instead of logically breaking down the facts. Does this make sense, using that Taurus moon energy, which is opposite Scorpio right now? Is this making sense right now in my life? Is this what I'm thinking making sense? Does that suit me? Or it could be somebody else who got this type of mentality about themselves, and you could see you could see something ain't right, but you don't know what it is. They might not be communicating how they're feeling right now, and all the cloudiness, and why they can't make a decision. Sometimes you're like, hurry up and make a decision, but some people can't make a decision that quickly. They need time, and especially now with all these retrogrades going on in Scorpio season. Well, it happened in Libra season, but it's carrying on out into Scorpio season. All the other cards that I was reading before have the same halt to it because of this energy of planets being held back, to go back, to rethink, to relive, to refeel type of mentality. So definitely, your clarity on where you want to go in life and all that, or that other person is not spot on. So even if they tell you something, it might not be what they actually really want or need. It might just be, just an answer, just to give you an answer, but it's not nothing that they really are serious about, because they can't even make a decision right. Or it could be you, and that could be because some information is missing, and it just needs to take time for maybe some of these retrogrades to lighten up, some planetary shifts to happen in order for things to start aligning again. But I know you're feeling uncomfortable right now because you're all about that balance, and you were a thinker, a scientific thinker, so you want to think about, is this more helpful or harmful? Can I can I see this in the future? You know, can I see this in 5 years or 2 years or 2 weeks? You know, is this achievable or not? You know, can I even accomplish these goals? I mean, am I going too ahead of myself, or is this person going too ahead of themselves? You know, are you being in la la land, like some old, you just all in your head, just delusional? Is that other person being delusional about it? So these are the things that need to be answered in order for clarity to come through. And you're a Libra, so you can suggest to have somebody else write down their plans, kind of compartmentalize their ideas where they can come get some clarity and have it be private for them until they can get it together in order to express it to you. Or it could be yourself, where you take, you know, some time and actually go in and just structure your mind. Is the things you're thinking about more helpful or harmful? If it's harmful for you, throw it out. If it's helpful, keep it and build on to the next. All right? Have a wonderful day and night, Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, during this Scorpio season.